Hey guys, we are back with another video. I know it's been a couple of weeks, but I have been busy working on my art style, which you guys will see. In this one's going to be slightly different in comparison to what I've done before. I also did some artwork related to my newest OC, which you guys saw in the last video, Placeliux Spock, that I didn't post here. But if you either look at my Discord, Twitter, or anything, or my DeviantArt, you guys could have seen it. And also in my Discord, if you want to, well, I'm gonna show it in this video. Well, okay, wait, let me reword that. So, for the Vegeta drawing that I did a few months ago, and for this one, I made GIFs of like the progress from start to finish. You guys can check it out on my Discord. I don't think I posted the this one on Twitter, but the Vegeta one, I know I definitely did. This one that you're seeing in this video, I don't think I have yet. So if you guys want to check that one out, then just go over, just go over to my Discord. And then in this video, I'm doing something different. So you guys are gonna see the normal speed drawing, and then afterward you're gonna see like a 1 second slideshow from the doodle. That's right now I doodle now. I don't just go straight to the sketch, because I learned from an artist that I watch on YouTube named WitchKing00. I suggest checking them out. That about doodling before I sketch, which it's a lot more relaxing, to be honest. I mean, the sketching to get to the final sketch still takes probably the same amount of time, to be honest, but it's more relaxing. When I do a general doodle, it's still easier to do the sketch because I know where everything has to be, and then the only thing I really have to do is change up the proportions. So yeah, and I've been checking out. I found this artist named Tovio R on Twitter, and I looked at their art. I studied their art by tracing their work. Obviously, when I traced the work, I gave credit, and I acknowledged that it's not my original work. I never passed it off as my own because that's just wrong. And then I copied their work, and then I tried to emulate their style in this piece, and then I tried to emulate it in the study, which is a different project, Ice Cream project that I'm using, which I haven't posted here. But if you guys want to see that, I can show you. But yeah, that's just for my own development. For the tan versus brown, if you guys are wondering, I recently finished making a couple of effects, a new fireball that I'm going to be using, and smoke. And I'm actually have to make another smoke, or not smoke, but steam, for the fire, because I'm gonna have a scene that involves fire, and then the fire is going to turn into steam. It's gonna be a cool effect if I pull it off, but that's what I'm working on the side. But obviously, it takes me significantly less time to create a singular drawing than it does for me to create an animation that's supposed to be 2.5 minutes. I haven't actually, for the past month or so, I haven't actually animated the tan versus brown, but I've been working on the effects. I guess I'm working quite slowly because I'll be honest, it's not like I spend a lot of my time on doing things related to the animation, but yeah. So hopefully, ideally, I'm going to go more into that, and by December 31st of this year, 2020, I should have it released. If I don't, maybe I'll start from scratch, or scrap the project. But I don't want to scrap it because this animation is supposed to show the progress between when I made my first animation, when I made this first time, and then when I'm making it now. It's supposed to show how much of a leap in progress I made. So I don't want to give up on the project. So I mean, it took me less time to do it back then. Then again, I wasn't really worried about necessarily how. I mean, I was worried about how good it was, but as a beginner, I was just more about animating it. And even then, I wanted to make it 3 minutes when I originally did it, and I didn't. And I made it 2.5 minutes because I got tired of doing it. So I decided to just cut it a little bit in terms of the ending. Right here, you're gonna be seeing me attempt the water multiple times until I get something that I'm satisfied with. And I forget the guy's name. Oh yeah, I think it's Iron Six Claws. I looked at some of his backgrounds, and he gave me some inspiration. Plus, I watched some tutorials, and I used a custom brush to try to blend everything, or not everything, because from what I've actually observing things in real life, there are like actual hard shadows, and then there are shadows that blend into tones that blend in, and then there are tones that are actually like completely hard shadows. So to be honest, yeah, I might have not done the best with the mountains, since they kind of look like just separate rocks, but it's better than I'm. Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, as I progress, my backgrounds will progress as well. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. And I don't know what my next drawing will be, but I do know that I don't know what my next drawing will be. Honestly, I haven't decided. It might be another fan art, like most of the drawings on my channel. It might be something that has to do with my OC. I know I talked about doing the an OC challenge, which includes doing 20 prompts. I'm gonna do that on my own pace, because the thing about art is, like, I don't want to do it if I don't want to force myself to do something in terms of artwork. I want to just do what is inspiring me, what I want to do at the moment, what is inspiring me the most, what's motivating me the most. Which in general, what motivates me a lot is One Piece. I've talked about it a lot on this channel. You guys know how I feel about One Piece by now. So the next one might be One Piece related, but we'll see. And yeah, so on the left here, you see that's an example of Toby Oara's work. I've learned a lot from studying their style, and if you guys can tell, with this shading in comparison to the shading that I usually do, it's much simpler. It's much simpler, and I simply am using the shading to define the shape of everything, the shape and the dimension, and I'm not going overboard, because I'll be honest, in a lot of drawings I've probably gone overboard with shading overall. So I try my best to just tone it down a little bit and try to minimize the shading, but still have it so the drawing has depth, and it's not just flat. So yeah, with that in mind, I'll just see you guys later.